preparing to
I
talk
have,
because
I have, yes,
they
yes.
didn't mention your daughter here.
She's gone, and we're empty nested, and now we have dogs.
Hi, this is Ariel Live TV, and today I have a wonderful guest, and I known this lady for over 10 years, so more than a decade, when she's still running as a councilwoman in different position in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, she's running for Las Vegas mayor. I want to welcome, and before I let her sit, I want to introduce who she is. Victoria Seaman is graduate here in Nevada, University of Nevada, and she did take as see, this is I'm gonna be reading it backward. I'm sorry. She has associate degree in political science from College of Southern Nevada and bachelor science in urban studies, and also experience or licensing as aesthetics. And she been running and elected official community leader as a councilwoman, advocate issues important here in our town in the state of Nevada. And today we're going to be talking about why she's running for Las Vegas mayor. And that's a big name here, and I believe she can do it. She has so much experience. She's been helping the community, especially the homeless, the disabled veterans, in other aspect of nonprofit organization. I just want to welcome Ms. Victoria Seaman, and hopefully we can tackle the issues that she wants to discuss it in our community. Welcome, Ms. Victoria Seaman.
Thank you so much for having me here. I'm very delighted.
Well, I've been liking you from day one. I think you have a desire and dream for state of Nevada, especially Las Vegas. And we did talk about, first thing first, you're married for over 19 years and you have one lovely daughter that it's already gone in your life.
Yes,
But you still have 4 beautiful children.
Our dogs.
I know
Yes.
your dog. I saw the beautiful name, Jack, Teo, Coco, and there's another one.
Blue Theo, which we call
yeah.
Bully.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big animal lover. And yeah, my daughter went off to college years ago and graduated, is now married. And so I've been spending, since she left, my time in public service.
And you're originally from California. And
Originally,
as
yes.
I read, your father is, as I read here earlier, I said, wow, amazing. So you went to also discuss some Yucca Mountain Nuclear Spiritual. This is the one that is a big issue in our Las Vegas.
Well, it's really not as big as an issue as people might think. We haven't even had a committee meeting. I sit on the committee, but there hasn't been a need for a while to enter into a committee meeting. But I sit on other very important committees, like the audit committee, the debt committee. These are things that are really important to our city because we audit internally, which is something that our city created because we also have our other auditors, but we did an internal one where we set up a committee years ago. And I sit on the debt committee, which we're making sure that we are spending bonds in the right way, and it's multi-jurisdictional. So I get the opportunity to work with other municipalities with that committee, which I really enjoy.
Let's talk about your ethnicity, because a lot of people wants to know who are serving. A lot of people. I know we still have this Asian hate, American hate, black hate, all natural. All the colors. It doesn't matter what color you are, but everybody hate each other. You cannot say I love you and you like me and we like each other. It's just about, so your father is Jose Antonio de la Guerra Noriega. What is that? Is that Spanish or?
Yes, that's my ancestors. That was my 4th great grandfather. We have a big history in California. My ancestors on my father's side, they come from Spain, and they were part of the Californianos, which formed California way back. And then on my mom's side, it's a big European mix. So I'm pretty mixed.
So you're mixed. So you're pretty much mixed. everybody said, is she Hispanic? Is she, Hispanic?
Well, I
What is
consider
she,
myself Hispanic. My maiden name is De la Guerra, and I grew up with my father spoke Spanish and English. And my mother actually, her first languages were Dutch and English, so we spoke English at home.
Oh, wow. When did you move here in Las Vegas?
I have been here now since 2005, so it's been about 18 years.
We're the same. I came
Oh.
from San Diego and moved here 2005.
So we have a lot in common.
Yes. So why Vegas? Why Vegas?
I moved to Vegas because I really saw, I was a businesswoman in California. I had small business, and I saw the policies changing. They were making it very hard to do business in California with regulating and taxing. And so you felt like you were on a hamster wheel after a while. You're running a small business, and yet you're continually getting taxed and regulated. So we were looking for a place that had a business-friendly city, but yet it had all the things that a big city like LA had to offer, like good airport, good restaurants. I mean, Las Vegas is a small town in a big city. And so I brought a business here in 2005. It was a bath and body manufacturing and distribution because, as you said earlier,
Yes.
I come from aesthetics background. And Las Vegas has been wonderful for me. So it is good for me to be able to give back with public service. And coming with that kind of background where you've done business, you understand what
Correct.
small businesses go through, those who sign the front of the paycheck.
Let me see something that you just said a minute ago. You said the small town. Actually, we're not small anymore. We're so big, and it's like everybody's like, "Hey, everybody, go back to California. You're bringing the cost here in Vegas." I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. They're making a big deal. This one guy who has this license plate back to California, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Why every little things we had to talk about discrimination or
Right.
you're offended?
Right.
Well, if we look at it little by little, if we think about it, if you say like that, then it's just like this is not a world anymore.
Well, they're coming for the same reason we came, and that's
Yeah.
for a better life, and that's great. But when I say a small town in a big city,
Yeah.
we still have that history where a lot of people know each other. We know the history of who came here. I mean, we've grown really fast.
Correct.
This was a very small town 40 years ago, 30 years ago, and now we've become this amazing big city because of what we have to offer.
Let me ask you something. I know while we're here waiting for us to get it started, I asked you why Las Vegas mayor is a big thing for you. Let me just say that for you. Why?
Well, I've been in public service now 2 years in the state assembly years ago, and now on my 4th year as a city council member. And I have this keen ability to tackle tough issues that a lot of politicians don't want to. I don't believe in kicking things down the road. As a business person, I know how to resolve issues. That was what I had to do on a daily basis. One of the things that we do in my office is when people come with any problem, doesn't matter what it is, we say, how can we resolve this issue? It isn't, oh, no, we can't do that. It's, how can we resolve the problem? So it's time to step up, I've been out in the community. I hold a lot of events. I'm very involved with the community in hearing issues, and a lot of my constituents asked me to take that next step.
Let me interject a little bit about it. Yes, I think you're the only person that I send that you are always in the community. Your opponents actually, they just show up when they needed the community, and I don't like that. And I will, as I said to you, this is big thing, right? So your opponents actually, I could care less because you know what? They're not even there for the community. They are there for themselves. I see them and I know them. I got to talk to them from time to time. I said, then we rather hire the constituent because they always send the constituent. What is for you to be elected with the community? We elected you. You should be there for us.
Exactly.
Why sit there? The mayor, I love this man. The mayor of Boulder City, Joe Hardy, father of Joe Hardy. You can actually talk to him. You can actually direct, hi, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Hardy or Joe, we have this problem. You can easily, but the mayor here, you can't even do that.
Well,
They don't even go around. They should at least like in the generation, I grew up in the Philippines. Then the mayor walk around, say hello to small businesses. How could I help you? But when they become elected, they are already hiding. You guys are already out there and just sitting in your office and just wait for the constituent or the secretary to give you the idea. Here. Why not reach out the small business that who's dying to reach out to you guys? But we can't reach you out because you know what? Oh, talk to my constituent. Oh, talk to my secretary. Why not visit each small business office or business like you, entrepreneurial? You're entrepreneurial. Why not visit them from time to time? What can I do to help you? I am here for you. You elect me. But first thing first,
Well, just to answer that, I think politicians forgot that they're public servants.
correct.
And you said something very interesting about Joe Hardy, who I served with, Mayor Joe Hardy. He's a great man.
He's the best.
But
Oh
I
my
just
God, I
visited-
love that man.
I just visited a place where my ancestors come from in Cantabria, Spain, and spent time with the mayor in this small province. And we were driving around with him, and he would stop and honk his horn at all the constituencies.
Thank you.
And I was so impressed. And that week before I got there, he had won by 75% of the vote.
You know what I said? Mr. Mayor, I need help. And then he answered, I have his direct number. What can I do to help you? So I mentioned the help that we needed. Guess what? He resolved the issue.
And that's what you want to see in your public servants.
I want to be able to reach out. Mayor Seaman, Victoria, here we had a community outreach. Would you be able to come? And I said, you said,
And you
"Of
know I
course."
will.
And you will. That's what I want the mayor to be out there to help us out. Let's go tackle the pandemic that we talked about earlier. Every candidate, every running candidate, I don't care who they are. If I win, I'm gonna take care of the homeless. If I win, I'm gonna take care of the veterans. If I win, I give a job to the non-job people. If I win, where are they? They're just collecting their salary. They're not even giving a time to write the ballots that said, I want this to be happen. Give me more housing. We have so much land in North Las Vegas. Why can't we not give that? We have so many BLM. Why can't we create that house? I know we need more money for the behavioral and mental health to support, sustain the need of them to be able for them to get well. Tell me,
This
what's
is what
your
I
plan
talk about
it?
all the time, is that we need more mental health funding. The problem
Plus
for the-
psychiatrist, doctor,
Yeah,
we need to bring more from the Philippines or other country.
doesn't matter where. We,
Yes, I don't know, yeah.
you know, what, it's interesting because we were just talking about this on my way here, is what's happened in California by putting a Band-Aid on problems. You know, you've got to get to the systemic reason why we're facing these issues and resolve those. That's why I'm very involved with recovery. A lot of those folks, you know, who are homeless, not all, but a lot of it, because I've been out in the tunnels, I've gone out myself, and it's drugs. And we really need to support recovery. This is one of my key issues, support mental health. And we are starting to do that with the Hope Corridor. We just opened over there in that area a facility, it just opened this week, for mental health and medical as a city. And I think this is a big step.
Well, let me cut you out on that one. We have a nonprofit organization, clinic, behavioral and mental health. They are here. They are federally funded. One is the Silver State Health Services.
Right.
I mean, they are dying to help the community. They are dying to help the city, but they need more funding coming from the grant. I mean, when we did talk to Rosen, she thought she's going to give a grant, but she did not. She just only congratulated that they got the grant. But these people, the nonprofit organization, federally funded clinic, they need more grant. I believe if you can joint venture with them, you can actually help more the community. I
think it's really important that a mayor, not just a mayor, but a city
Right.
councilwoman, I have joined with other municipalities to try to work with them. When the state sent their team over to the Haven for Hope, I went along with the city executive because I felt it was important for me to be there to see what they were doing. The
Correct.
public-private bill they just passed, 100 million, with the executives from most of the casinos here. And it is important that we all work together because
Correct.
a lot of times you'll hear city elected officials or state elected officials say, well, you know, that's federal, but you have to work with those people because as a city councilwoman, I'm boots on the ground. I am out there every day when the session ends and the legislators are back to work. I'm still working. I see what goes on in our city. I see the homeless issue. We are working with it daily with our more teams.
We need to be a team because I have the Diversity Chamber of Commerce and we reach out. I have a lot of company reach me out. In fact, today, one of the company reached out with me and, hey, can you please help us out bringing, people, we need employee, we have a job for them. I said, okay. And then another hotel came to my building and say, hey, we need your help. It's so nice that there's a collaboration. A lot of nonprofit organizations, they cannot tackle it themselves. There's so many. Why not combine the forces like what you're doing now?
We need to. And one of the things that I've done as a councilwoman is I get very involved with the nonprofits. Recently, I just toured Crossroads. I've toured Vegas Stronger. Foundation for Recovery I'm very involved with. And these are organizations that are actually sending outreach, shine a light, out there to bring people in for recovery, to try to get them help. We have that at the Hope Corridor where it is so important, the outreach for our city, because even if we can save 3 people a week, we're doing something good. And we do have many organizations out there. And as a leader, you need to know who they are.
Correct.
And we need to work with them. And we need to, when funding does come in, like our
Correct.
opioid money that is going to be coming in from the lawsuits,
Correct.
we need to be able to find out who is actually making a difference. What are their, see what their results are so we can say, well, we can give those grants.
Correct. The Silver State, I'm helping them. Silver State Health Services, they've been serving the school. They collaborate. They did sports physical. They did several the school, 2 days, 4 days, right? The 2 days, they have more than 100 children. They find out that some children are sick, so they have to send that children to, specialists. So if I want to introduce you to them, I think it's good also because they are federally funded. They have the behavioral mental health. That's their focus also to help the community. So that's good. So you had 2 projects. What else your 3 projects besides that? What else?
One of the most important thing when we did our survey for our 2050 plan was absolutely public safety. Very important. People want to feel safe in their homes. They want to feel safe when they go out, and that was the #1 issue. And that goes along with everything else. You can put all those issues together, and it will add up to public safety. So I work with Metro. I have monthly luncheons with our captain. Our captain is very involved with my ward. Captain of the Summerlin Command, Lepore, he comes to our breakfast buzz, Ward 2 Biz. We have a monthly meeting for constituents. And so it's really about being involved with the community. I have a great relation with Sheriff McMahill, who I think is doing amazing things for our community.
I've been doing that community, actually joint venture with them. If you know where is Pinwood and Decatur, that light, blinking light. Actually, I made that happen when Sheriff Lombardo is still a sheriff with Lieutenant Givens. So we went there together to survey the place. I said, this is a dangerous place. No one is stopping. There's a school to that area. So me and him, we went there. I said, don't wear uniform, right? Because they will not stop if you try to walk it, because there is a crossing that the crossing is so light anymore. No, you don't even see the color white crossing. So everybody never want to stop. So we did the test. I said, follow me. Said Lieutenant Givens said, No, I'm not gonna do that. You do it. You see, I said you almost got hit. So the next day they call me, hey, Miss Dove Ariel, by the way, your request has been granted. We're gonna put the blinking light there. Oh yay! You know, it's not for me. It's for the kids. It's for the community.
children.
For the not just the children, because adult also they're crossing with their kids. So if you see that blinking light, I made that happen when Sheriff
Wonderful. And
Lombardo.
I think our Metro has done an outstanding job in community outreach. They listen to the public.
Correct.
And that's so important in a community because, again, they can't be everywhere. They're not omnipresent, omnipotent. We are, able as constituents to let them know what's happening. And the beauty is, like you said, you're able to call them and say,
Yeah.
help me out with this problem. And I love that about our community. You don't see it in a lot of other communities.
Correct.
but-
I can just be able. I want you to win, Victoria. I think you have the courage, you have the synergy with the
Thank you.
community, and that's third. What else? What else? What else do you think? I think this is just my opinion. I think we still also educate the police sometimes because we are not even close to them. We are afraid to them. They should at least having bonding with the community, especially the young generation are here just running around in the street in Las Vegas Boulevard, Casino Hotel because they don't have a place to go. So, what do you think it's gonna happen in your opinion?
Well, I think it's about bringing the community together and all these entities together. And that's how we we bring everyone together and have a better society. If we're all talking to each other, if we learn to trust. And I think, like I said, I can say it again, I think our Metro, we are the blueprint across the U.S. in community outreach. And that's the way we are in my ward. We do the same thing.
Well, I love them, Victoria, but sometimes some of them are not friendly. Either you didn't do it wrong, you're wrong. I'm
Well,
serious. I experienced that.
Absolutely, and that's why we have the different boards that we've created to make sure that we weed out and we weed the good and the bad. We want to make sure that our officers are, under Kevin McMahill, you remember what he said. It's that it's the community that's important to him, and that's why he got elected. And so he is striving to make sure that all his officers, it's about humanity. If you remember in his
Correct.
speeches,
Humanity, yeah.
it's about injecting humanity.
Correct.
And when you are the leader of Metro and you're insisting on injecting humanity, you will see the changes that need be.
Well, I never met the sheriff yet. I should.
Oh, you should
invite
maybe
the-
have him
have
have
him
an
here,
interview
and
with him.
maybe people will say, "Hey, you never reach out to us. We never seen you." Because when I grow up back home, usually the sheriff or higher position, they go out, they walk around. The mayor. I mean, we hardly see our mayor to attend to our community. I mean, it's just so hard. But I did send her a tweet. And I said, okay, send the invitation from my, my team, so I can attend. I mean, I know she's a nice, mayor, beautiful mayor of Las Vegas, and probably it's time to have a new one.
Well, I can tell you that I will definitely continue to be involved with the community. I want people to say, that's the people's mayor. That's what I want them to say.
So let's just say you're a mayor now. Tell me, what's your plan?
Again, my plan is to continue with public safety as being number one and tackling all those issues and making sure that we continue to bring economic diversity here and be as business friendly as we can. I would love to really get my hands down into the regulations and zoning and make sure that we've done everything we can to not stifle businesses. I want to make sure we do everything we can to be as safe a city as we possibly can be. And I want to make sure that the people know that we are accessible at City Hall and we are transparent.
I like that idea. I hope I want you to win. And I want to remember you're recorded and you're live right now. Question to you. This is for everybody because when we have a chamber, right, we do humanitarian, medical mission. We get to meet the small businesses. Why do you think LLC Corp are too expensive than other state? Other state it's $50, $100. They want people to make money, but here they are already eating us. You know, we're not even starting the business yet. The government is already eating us. You know, I mean, 750 just to get the corporation. LLC is 450. Go to Las Vegas, go to California, $100. Go to Arizona, is $50 because they want to help the community. They want to help the entrepreneur, the small businesses. Why do you think? I don't know if that's your jurisdiction, and maybe you can put that in your.
It is not, but
I think you can address that issue also.
Absolutely. And one of the things that I've done as a councilwoman is I hold meetings, luncheons. We've done events with the legislators. Again, because I told you earlier, as a councilwoman, we are working all year round. It's not a biennial, it's not part-time like the state legislature. So what I've done is take that initiative to meet with them and tell them about the things that we are experiencing here, boots on the ground, all year round. And when you bring up this issue, which hasn't been brought up to me,
a lot of people are actually asked me, he said, why didn't you ask her?
Yeah,
said, sure,
I'm glad
not?
that you did. And it's something that I need to now come back and discuss with our legislators because that is dictated by other jurisdictions than ours.
There's something wrong the other, a month ago when I started another 2 companies, there's a glitch. Guess what? I get charged $150 just to correct it. We just did it on that night. Why I get charged $450? Come on.
I have done that myself.
I mean, it's not a stupidity. It's a mistake. Why get charged for us $150? We just pay $450, and then that's that night. And then the next day we cannot reach them out because it's so hard to reach them out, and I don't know why. I mean, we should have someone who can answer right away because we needed them. We are frustrated, and then you email them, you talk to them. Oh, you still have to pay $150. Come on, we just paid $450, and then this mistake, the glitch, that it's you guys' fault also.
You know, these are issues, and they're legitimate issues.
It is,
and they need to be discussed. I've had the same experience
Come
where
on, this is
I
happened
changed
last
an
month.
officer and I had to pay the extra money. And these are things that should be discussed with legislators. They should be discussed with the Secretary of State. And you know, I think these are things that I'll bring up.
We should. You know, one more thing. I don't enjoy going to Las Vegas Boulevard anymore. I support my daughter because she works as a strut. If you're not local, you get charged $80, $100 just to park. I mean, we're not anymore a family community here. We are like a tourist now. So we are added as a tourist, you know, and this casino in hotel putting this, you know, I mean, $20, but your resort fee is $50. It's bigger than that. And why not be honest? Just put the price there, including resort fee. Why make that wrong advertising? You know, I mean, that's not your issue also. But I think if you can tackle that and if you can put that in your ticket and you can put that in your, you know, I mean, your advancement to discuss it, I mean, you can bring something that it helps the community, it helps the family. I cannot even afford to bring my friend's family there. Hey, I'd rather do the local area.
Well, there are some casinos that don't charge. Maybe those are the ones that you should visit, and they'll get the business.
I think Venetian, they don't charge. Venetian, they don't charge. Stratosphere, you're local, you don't get charged. But it's still they charge. I mean, but you know what? I mean, if you, I don't want to use if, maybe you're going to become a mayor. What are you going to do to the small business?
Exactly what I said earlier. I'm going to examine where we can help as far as our regulations and we can streamline it to be even easier than it is. And we've already done that at the city. You have to understand there's city licenses, there is county licenses, there's state licenses, there's Boulder City license. And at the city, I think we've done quite a bit to streamline, to make it easier. But there's always tweaks that we can do to make it even more business friendly.
There's so many complaint. The reason I'm repeating my question to you, there's so many complaint about getting a permit, getting the business done. Why it's gonna take a long time before you make money? You're already paying so much money. You this 6 month, 1 year. Why is that?
And that's something that I'm going to delve into and make sure that we are streamlining it the best we can, because we're always trying to bring in businesses to the city of Las Vegas. So now it's time to examine how we can make it more desirable. And that's one of my goals.
Thank you. I think it's nice because I used to work for Destiny Homes, right? Before he finished, he died. I'm sorry, Gus Misherpe died on cancer, and we built 10 homes. And my God, city, getting a permit, it takes forever. Getting this business done, it takes forever. At the end of the day, they get the permit. But it takes a year. It takes 6 months. By the time they been paying the hard money lender. I mean,
Right.
it's not fair for the small businesses. Let's tackle that.
Yeah, absolutely. One of my goals.
And I want you to win. I want you to be able to get your dreams to be out there, taking care of the homeless. It's not just that. Diversity Chamber of Commerce and Mark Miyaoka, the Silver State Health Services, we've been helping the family that are homeless. Because their dream also is to help the refugee, non-immigrant, on their non-profit organization, Clinic in Behavioral Mental Health. We have so many homeless family, actually. I house some of them. I'm a single mom. I have only 4 bedrooms, and I don't make that much money, but I'm helping homeless, our,
That's
Filipino,
wonderful.
it's
That's
not just a lot, blah, all the nationality. Yeah.
That's commendable, and that's, again, about community working together. So I commend you for doing that. It's not easy.
Yeah, you too. I know you've been around. I've been watching you, and I think, not just think, compared to some of your how do you call this? Opponents, you are only the best one who are giving your hand out there,
Thank you. Appreciate
and
it.
you're the younger one.
I love doing it. That's what it's about. It's about, you have to love public service. You have to love doing what you're doing. And I can't tell you, I wake up every day and am excited about what we're doing. There's not a day that I wake up and say, oh, I have to go to work. I love what I do. I love solving problems. I love looking for resolutions to problems, and I love helping people. And I love being with people, as you know, because we do so many events. And then the latest issue that we're tackling is human trafficking. It's a huge issue in Las Vegas.
I know Mindy is working on that one with the metro. Yeah, I think we can all help each other, and it's okay. We don't need a commercial. We're just gonna continue. Don't worry. So I think if you can do that, and you will be out there, not just sitting in your desk in your office waiting for you to be called. You have to be on this meeting, and you reach out to all organization or leader that they are out there. There's so many out there that they're doing it themselves because they don't rely to the government anymore, because government is too slow. Government are not responding right away. Government is just like, okay, later. So what they're doing now, along me and along with the other organization, we do it ourselves.
Right, and
know?
again, it's about community partnerships. I love public-private partnerships because you're right. It's not, the government isn't able to do what, if we join up with private, then we're able to do a lot more. And so I love these relationships that we have. I love that that we have so many good ones in Las Vegas. We really have a great community here.
Correct, but a lot of winning, a lot of winning of them, they're not even out there. You can't even touch them. That's why we're disappointed. Sometimes we all talk, community talk. Oh, we're not gonna invite them. We're not gonna invite her. Oh, we're not gonna invite him.
I
They're just gonna send
understand
the
the
constituent.
yeah,
They're just
I
gonna send.
understand. I understand the disappointment. I've seen it while I've been running for mayor and going to different events. I've seen the disappointment where some of the leaders in the community are disappointed because they have seen empty promises from their elected officials. It's disappointing to see it because I know how much work we do. And, hopefully it will resonate with other public officials, or will set the standard higher where we're doing so much that they now expect it from other public servants. Because as I told you before, a lot of people, when they get elected, they think they're a politician, not a public servant, but they are. They're elected by the people to serve the people, and sometimes they don't remember that.
Correct. And I believe on your, I think you're not promising. Let me use think. I think you are doing it now, and you want to do it more.
Exactly.
Because I told you, right? Why do it now, right? I did send you.
I've been
message.
doing it for
You've been
4
doing
years.
it for 4 years,
Yeah.
and I've been seeing you, and your opponents never. They're never out there. They never do nothing. They never created their, the only thing they do when they run is they just show up, and then after that they neglected you, and I don't like that. It's not fair for us. But I'm hosting a big organization this coming October. I want you to be there and maybe one of the guest speaker.
I would love to.
Or I'll send you the invitation.
Thank you.
Actually, I'm one of the hosts on that event. They have the changing of officers, so I'll send the invitation.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
I want you to win. I want you to. I think it's time for us to have, a different nationality to reach out the whole diversity, not just white or not just. But you get to remember, I'm Filipina, right? We
Right.
still there's the hate, the discrimination will be there. But we can avoid that if we are diversity, if we reach
Well,
out to each
yes,
other.
but I do believe that I want people to support me because of the work that I do and the love I have for all people. Yes, I'm Hispanic, but I love all people, and I work for everyone. So
No, what I mean is it should be diversity, that this is the time now that you can reach out diversity,
oh
everyone.
yes,
That's
and I
what
have
meant.
been,
Yeah.
and I love people.
That we're not afraid to talk to
No,
you.
we're not
We're not
afraid,
afraid.
yeah.
Like I love our loving Mayor Carolyn Goodman, but a lot of people are afraid to talk to her. People are not, it's just like she's a big thing.
I think it's a new time, and we need someone, a new time for someone who is very involved with the public.
Correct.
And I think that's what we're craving as a nation. We're tired, and now we want people who are going to come out and be with us and
Correct.
and listen to us
Correct.
and work with us.
Correct.
Like, I'm not afraid to go in the tunnels. I'm not afraid to go help pick up the West Side, historic West Side. I think that's what people want. They want somebody who is going to be able to talk with them and listen to them, more importantly.
Correct. So like me, I told to all running candidates before, right? Catherine Masto said, if I win, I'm gonna come back, and she never come back. You can even talk to her anymore. Oh, you have to talk to the constituents. Sometimes I get upset with them because they're like a bodyguard that haggling, move you around. It's like, okay. It's like, who are you?
People want public servants. That's why they were elected.
Thank you. I want to see the mayor. I want to see you, mayor, to go around with the small businesses. What do they need? What are they dying for?
That's
We
what
need
I
to-
do now.
We need to change also the SBA people. It's just so hard to get money. You have to go to the private lender.
I believe that's federal.
Yeah, I know, but
But
sometimes,
we need to voice again.
Yeah.
We can, and it's really good because I have a relationship with some of Congressman Susie Lee's people, and because that's sort of my area, and they are always available for me to reach out. on behalf of constituents. And so, but really it's about this. It's about the relationships that I have as a councilwoman. If I'm willing to have those relationships, then I can work with people on behalf of my constituents. Instead of saying, I'm sorry, that's not my jurisdiction.
Correct.
I would say, sure, let me get you to the right person. And that's all about relationships. And that's, I think, one of my strong points is the relationships that I create and that I have. Because I understand the importance of taking care of people isn't just about, I can't do everything, I don't know everything.
Correct.
But if I know people that can be in that circle that can help me, then I can help people.
I think I want you to win, Victoria, because you know what? I think you need to have once a month or twice a month meeting with your community as a mayor of
That's
Las
what we do.
Vegas.
Mhm.
And I want you to win. If you win, I give you every week, once a week show, your own show. Good morning,
you.
Miss. Your title will be Good Morning, Miss Mayor, right? What do you think? What's going on, Miss Mayor? And then you send the message. Like other state, they have the mayor, morning shows that they actually, you guys can question the mayor. Go ahead.
So what happens after you get that mayoral position, or if you get the mayoral position? Are you going, further into government, into state government, maybe federal?
So my desire right now is not to. I would like to stay in local government. Because I was in state government, and it's very hard to get things done. Parties have put us where we are so polarized. Local government, I have been able to get so much done because we are nonpartisan in the city. And I love that, because if you have a problem and you come to me, or the community has a problem, we can solve that. It's not about going through two houses and party politics. I don't enjoy that because I'm a doer. I like to resolve issues. And so I love what I do. I never realized how much I would love being a councilwoman because of that position. And so my desire is to serve as mayor for 2 terms, and then hopefully my daughter will have grandchildren by then, and I would like to go and be with them. But I never say never, because you don't know what's going to happen. But my true desire right now is to finish out in what I love, local government. I can't even imagine being in state government again or federal government, because I think that my strong point is local government to resolving issues.
What was that like for you in state government?
It was frustrating. It was extremely frustrating because it's hard to get things done, but I was able to manage to work bipartisanly, both parties, and get great legislation passed. I was a co-sponsor on the guardianship bill. I don't know if you remember back, but we had a real problem with guardianships here, where they were taking over people's lives and stealing money and putting them in homes, and we were able to change some of those laws to protect our seniors. The second thing that was huge for me was the squatter bill. We had a squatting problem because there were no laws against squatting, period.
Correct.
I mean, it was like we didn't have to change anything. There just weren't any laws. So we were able to change those laws, because this was such a problem that if you went on vacation for 2 months like snowbirds and somebody moved into your house and they showed a fake lease, they were in your house. They could have sold your property.
All
There
right.
were no laws to protect homeowners in that. So I work bipartisanly and co-sponsored a bill on squatting. And then one of the bills that I did when we talk about business is I saved a business from being sued by the cosmetology board that would have put them out of business because of a glitch in makeup laws. And so, but to do this, it took a while. But I look at how it's done in state government and federal government, and even though it's much harder, I was able to accomplish so many things as a freshman, because I think of my experience as a businesswoman of solving problems, relationships, communication. That's the key. So,
Because you've done business.
I
You've been
have a
doing
lot
it
of
since,
experience, yeah.
You've been doing the business since where
That's
you're
right.
in California.
That's right. But in local government, we are able to see all of our all of what we do, we see results right away.
Have you tried?
It's rewarding.
Yeah. Have you tried to reach the college students? Usually they do a big opinion to why you become a mayor, why you wanted to be a mayor.
Right, right.
Have you done that?
I don't know, is that a program?
No, actually, what they do is they have this forum,
Oh, okay.
college students and high school students, for them to know their mayor.
That's a really good idea, to
I
reach
can
out
reach
and
out.
find
I
out.
have
I would love that.
the director.
I would
there.
love that, because it's important to sit in front of them and listen to what their issues are.
Correct.
Like, my daughter's even out of college now, so
Correct.
I always want to hear from everyone. I want to hear from young people. And my ability to listen to people is what brought me to Carson City to do the senior, the guardianship. Those were issues brought to me, where I was able to go up and fight for those and advocate for those. And as you probably know, one of my huge issues is animals. You know, I've been...
We had two. My daughter has two dogs.
Well, and working on issues that have been big in our community regarding our shelter and different things. So there are so many issues that come to me. I take them on. I have that ability to fight for issues that maybe a lot of other politicians might be afraid to tackle. I'll tackle them, because if it's important to the community, I'm not afraid.
Well, wow, that's a lot. I mean, what about the Hollywood? We're bringing Hollywood here in 2024.
Very big.
I know.
Very important. I'm sorry they brought this bill so late in the session to bring some studios here. I think we need to diversify our economy. It is very important
Correct.
that we support bringing in an industry like this. Is a game changer. We are
Correct.
no longer completely dependent as a city, as a state, with
Correct.
just gaming. Bringing in Hollywood here is a huge game changer. It's great jobs, high-paying jobs, and really...
Well, all the biggest artists are here. They might as well bring the Hollywood here, right? I mean, they're so crowded in Hollywood anyway. Why not here in a bigger, a small, as you said, a small town? But actually, we're big now. And I thank you for giving me a chance to talk about you, to talk about your plan to our community. I believe you actually, we repeatedly, your dream and goal and our Las Vegas. So your area is what, as a city of Las Vegas mayor?
It's mainly Summerlin to the north. It's I'll just give you some parameters: that Lake Mead to the north, Buffalo to the east, Sahara to the south. But it takes all of the lakes, and then west as far out as you can go. And did I say Lake Mead to the north?
Yeah.
So that's basically it. But there's some cookie cutting in some of that area, but that's the basic area that I
Why
represent.
do you think is that? The mayor should cover the whole Las
Oh,
Vegas.
no, I
isn't
thought
it?
you meant my council area,
Oh,
Ward
I'm
2.
sorry, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
the mayor is the entire city
City
parameters
of Las
of
Vegas.
Las Vegas. Now,
Correct.
people get confused because they say, well, I live in the southwest,
Yeah.
and it says city of Las Vegas. Yes, you are, in your mailing address, you are Las Vegas, but it is Clark County, because the city of Las Vegas is in Clark County, but there are certain parameters of the city of Las Vegas, and you would really have to look at a map. But it takes up about 700,000 of the population of Las Vegas. But we are surrounded by county, and there are a few county islands within the city. But it's a pretty big area, but you'd really have to look at a map to see that parameter.
I think I like you, Victoria. I will,
Thank
I
you.
Will help, I will help you to do the campaign. Let me ask you something. What's your ticket?
What's my ticket? My ticket.
Democrat, Republican?
Oh, what's my ticket? I'm nonpartisan. We're nonpartisan.
Okay, nonpartisan.
We are nonpartisan.
Okay.
Okay.
Nonpartisan.
You mean my voter registration?
I use ticket. Yeah.
Oh, ticket. I like ticket. No, our office is nonpartisan. But I look at myself as someone who is pro-business. I believe that we need public safety is number one, and just common sense politics. I mean, I think we've lost our way that we need to really start thinking more common sense.
Well, guys, all the viewers right now, I'm gonna put Victoria on KPBN TV channel 25, so she's gonna be my other guest again to that channel. I think it's time for us to think twice that Victoria's dream, it's actually to reach out the whole community. It's not just different nationality, it's diversity. And she is here. She's doing it now. She's not waiting to promise that, hey, if I become a mayor, I'm gonna clean the homeless in the street. There's so many of them. Oh, I asked her in my tweet or text with her, I said, are you doing it now? I said, yes. So Victoria is not waiting now to win as a mayor. She is actually doing it now in deliberate, and she wants to be more better than that. So, I mean, it's time for us to have Victoria Seaman as our mayor so that she can actually help us. And go ahead, send a message.
Yeah, I just want to say that I'm looking forward to be the people's mayor. I want to continue bringing economic diversity here, streamline business so it's easy, but most importantly is public safety. I think it's so important that we make sure that the community here is safe, prospering, and like you said, we have a lot of diversity here, and we need to continue to support everyone and bringing community together. That's really important for me.
I think I want you to win, and you can have your weekly or monthly, community gathering. I think it's good. And I mean, if you gather that with the businesses also, I mean, exhibit their business and talk about, I done that when I was were stationed in Japan, in Zama. I did bring the businesses, we call it bazaar. So in one city, every small businesses, they exhibit their business.
That's wonderful.
I think it's good for you to know that, and we can bring more business here in our town so that we can have more people to get the job and support their family.
Well, I think that Las Vegas is a thriving city, and I would like to make it the crown jewel of the West.
I think that's a good thing. I mean, let's do it. I mean, forget about your opponents. Once again, Miss Victoria Seaman, she's a councilwoman now, and she done so much support in our community, and she's also collaborate with all nonprofit organization, and she willing to help to bring more psychiatrists here because we are in pandemic. I think others, this is funny, okay? I don't want to mention the mayor, okay? Other mayor is that, oh, I don't want the homeless here. I'm pushing it back to them. So why, as a leader of the community, why say that? Why not find a solution? How could you help them? They are absolutely, some of them are professional, because I did one, I'm helping the community in North Las Vegas, and they have this, I said, okay, before I can help you, right, here's a piece of paper, there are like more than 60. Write it down, what's your profession, you know what I mean, who you are. Imagine there's a doctor, there's a psychiatrist, there is a lawyer. They have a talent.
Yes, absolutely. In all walks of life, all people can fall into hard times, whether it be mental illness or whether it be drug addiction. We don't know their story, but everybody has a story. And if we can help just one person, it's everything. So imagine that we help everybody that we can. Of course, they will have to consent to that help, but we need to be out there in outreach to bring them in to make sure that we're offering to change their life around. It's important.
Wow, I'm having a goosebump. I think let's make Victoria Seaman to win as a mayor of City of Las Vegas. This is time now to have a diversity collaboration with the community, and she's doing it now. So once again, this is Ariel Live TV, and I just want to say thank you to Victoria Seaman to be part of my show, and you're going to be part of my other show at KPBN TV channel 25.
No, I want to thank you for the opportunity, and it's great to know you. I can feel the passion that you have for the community. Thank you.
Of course, I want to help you. If you you are the city of, because I have a lot of investors from other country. We can bring in here and create more job for people.
That's right. That's right.
So I want to help your community, and I mean, you can easily reach out. Like I told you, Mayor Joe Hardy, Mayor, what are you doing? I need your help. Yeah, and he did, and he did really did. It's a big thing for us when he did that, and I just want to say thank you to Mayor Joe Hardy at Boulder City, father of Judge Joe Hardy. I love you. You know, we support Joe Hardy too from
Yeah,
day
absolutely.
one.
Wonderful
Yeah.
man.
Amy also, I love Amy. She's a sweetheart.
Amy Wilson.
Yeah, oh my
she's
God.
wonderful.
She's always there in the community. Okay, I said, if you're running, you have to be in each. Oh my God, Ariel, I said, I'm so tired. Because the community has always have event, you know.
She's a true
always,
public servant.
correct,
She really
correct. She is. And you too. I
Thank
mean,
you.
now I get to talk to you. I got your feelings. And I mean, the group text that we have with Tita Josie Harrison, you know, I said, are you sure, Victoria? I said, that's a big thing. But now I get your feelings. Now
Thank
I
you.
get your you know, ideas and dreams and goal to want to make it happen in city of Las Vegas. I think it's time.
Thank you.
And I want you
Appreciate
to
it.
win. Congratulations. I think I want you to win. I think it's time for someone time for a change.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
not just pure politics. I love our mayor now, but she's more in politics.
They've done great things, but
Yeah.
it you know, it's time for change. You know,
Correct.
wonderful things that the Goodmans have done, but time for change.
Well, if you guys are watching now and listen to what she's saying, hey, as she said, it's time for a change, and she's doing it. She's not just running just because she wants to just sit in there, and she's gonna reach you, all of you, if she can do it. Of course, we're not gonna drag her all the time, but she will be there to support each nonprofit organization that wanting to have our mayor there. So I want to thank you, and you want to say shout out to everyone.
I just want to say that I'm running for mayor and I would appreciate your support and your vote. And if you want to know more about me, victoriaseaman.com.
I love you, Victoria. Thank
Love
you
you
so
too.
much for being here
Thank
with
you.
me. And once again, this is Ariel Live TV, and we're going to be on KPB in Channel 25 coming soon. Stay tuned for Miss Victoria Seaman. Bye for now. Thank you.